Hey y'all, Samantha, Sam I am, Bell Reach Designs, welcome. Look, I'm here. That's all I know. I'm finally here. It's been a long weekend. So anyway, thank everybody who's put prayers out there. I appreciate it. If you don't see the red live, you're on replay. If you are, type in replay, tell me who you are. If I don't know you, say hey. Please do all the things. We call it hanging a wreath on the door, which is the SHARE button. Please do all that. You can do it on replay. You can do it anytime. If you don't have time to stay, that's okay. Just say hey and share it to your page. You can always go back. We're going to make I know, girl, just hang on. Look, I see you on there. Y'all. But you can share it to your page and then to your own profile, and then you can watch it later if you need to. You can fast forward through all the things, get to where you want to be. I'm trying to find y'all on my computer. All right, y'all. Let me refresh. So anyway, say hi, y'all. Come on. Thank y'all. I'm sorry I'm so late, y'all. My life. Yeah, my life. Oh, and again, thank y'all for all the prayers. I appreciate it. I gotta be up and out. I gotta be up around 7. We got about an hour and a half drive, which ain't that far, thank goodness. But I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person, y'all. But anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do. The hair's gotta go up. You know why? It's 1,000 degrees here. I'm in Alabama. I'm okay, girl. I'm okay. I'm hot. That's how I am, y'all. It just I just washed my hair last night, and so now I didn't put no product in it, and it just falls right out. I decided, I was trying to decide what I wanted to make, because everybody said a Christmas craft. And I was going to do a cutting board, and I finally dug through all my material. I'm like, no, not what I want. Anyway, I found stuff, but then I thought, hey, let's do a swag. Because I couldn't find my stuff that I bought from the Dollar Tree the other day. It's in a basket sitting right there. I couldn't find it. Sitting right there in front of me. I don't know why. Because there's so much stacked up around me again. Y'all, when we do Christmas. Hey, Michelle. Hot and is it raining? Oh, you're in Dallas. I was just like, where's it raining? It feels like, I mean, y'all, it is so hot. What are you doing in Dallas, girl? You ain't moving to Dallas, is you? Are you moving to Dallas? You just on a road trip? I seen your picture. You look so cute. You look so happy. Oh, no, you look at peace. You look peaceful. But, y'all, I hadn't done the white Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree before. So I thought we'd do the white. You know, they have the green, which is normal. But, we're going to do the white. And then some of my picks I bought the other day from my local store who had them on like low discount. I'm thinking, I didn't have no red. Red would have been great. My other Christmas stuff is out in the shed, but I have the green. I thought we'd see how we like it. If we do, fine. If we don't, fine. So, and then we're going to put some picks and some ribbons and all the stuff. Let me see. Okay, there's my white ones. And I was trying to figure out where my other material was that I know I just bought. Well, it's in this sack. Because that's what I was going to do on the, whatchamacallit, cutting board. You know, the cutting board I have, the one I'm going to do is the one I messed up. I'm not going to show you the messed up side. It ain't that bad, but I did goof up on some of the letters, and then you wouldn't have been able to see the pink real good and all that. But I was going to use the back of it, and that's a pretty big sign on a cutting board. But I also seen someone doing a wreath with the chicken, but her chicken was way bigger. But we could do it on a smaller frame. Even the 14 would be fine. She did it on a grapevine, and it was so cute. But I thought we'd take this off and put our picks, like our Christmas holiday picks and stuff coming up. I thought that'd be really cute. So that gave me a lot of inspirations on how to do this one. So, and we'll probably paint it to look more country, like the colors are these days with the farmhouse, with the browns and the reds, you know, the deep dark red. So that gave me some inspiration on that bird. I just didn't feel like all the painting today. Visiting your daughter and grandkids. Hey, nothing better than that, right? Gotta love doing that one. Well, thank you for being here and saying hey. And you need to let your daughter know she needs to make an order. Y'all, I shipped my first wreath to New York the other day. Not my first wreath, but my first New York wreath, you know, a couple months back. Okay, these are some of the things I bought from the Dollar Tree the other day that I hadn't had. And Pamela and Dusty, I owe them some little grab bag things, and I'm trying to get some of this material together because they both do material stuff. Pam makes the cutest little hanging monkeys, y'all. It is so cute. And if y'all hadn't seen them, y'all need to, when she pops on, or y'all have seen her on the other lives, go to her name. I can't tell you her last name. But anyway, this is the, I thought about Georgia Bulldog. So I was thinking about them doing like football, what do you call it? My rag wreaths, my rag bows. And then this is a holiday. It's just got this candy cane stripe. And then I did find me some more of the big clips, y'all, like I used on my hot glue gun. I hadn't seen them in a long time. And then I got these clips. I opened it up because sometimes, even my hair clips, y'all, I don't buy them if I don't check the springy in them. And that's a pretty good little spring. They're made for a clothesline. Let's see. Yeah, clothesline. But I like them because we can clip our stuff together when we're trying to bundle everything together. And they're big enough to hold all that. Instead of these little bitty clips like the little clothesline pins. So I bought some of those. Got me 2 packs of those big clips. And because my old man can't never find electrical tape, and he's about used all what I had. Not that I use electrical tape much, but hey, I bought some more. I like this too. This is pretty with the holly and the candy canes. And I've got a candy cane decoration. I got the camouflage, black, white, and gray. And then I bought some solid blue. Blues are hard to come by. I bought me some shire hooks from the haul back. Anyway, that's what I got. So I wanted to show y'all that material that I had and share. And I got these but these are my little glow lights we're gonna put in this. When we do the swag, we're gonna put the little glow lights. You know what? I don't know if I got any batteries. I don't know. Well, we may not put the batteries in it today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. All right. Then I had to dig out my Christmas ribbons, y'all, and they're in a big bin behind me. So we may make a bow. Y'all, all the things. I am so hot. I'm so hot. I don't know what it is outside temperature-wise, but I get up, okay, at noon, literally. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, I guess I don't know why I'm opening there. I guess I can come get it easier. So anyway, let me write down what I'm doing. Dollar Tree, white, Christmas, tree, swag. These are so pretty, y'all. These can go on a table. You can actually, put a hook on it and hang it from your door. However you want to display it, y'all. They're really, really pretty, and I love making them. I love making swags. I don't know, they're just so pretty. They're so versatile. You do so many things with them. Oh, I uploaded another reel. It's just a football reel, y'all, but I gotta post reels I got to post more than I've been posting, and I was going back and trying to get my. I'm gonna hang y'all down so we can start on this tree. I was trying to get the wreath we made for the fall the other day, and I was taking pictures of it as we was on live so I could do it together. These are his little feet that you would normally put in the bottom. Actually the screws on and off. So we're gonna unscrew it. And then, Sally, you know what, literally, honey, if you really, really, really are gonna plan to come see us, and you want me to be getting you some of this stuff, let me know, because I know some of this stuff, it's seasonal. And I got all the white ones they had over there the other day, which is my little store across the street. Now, there is more I went to another one down the road. But I do not, and if anybody on here wants anything that I find that you can't find, if you want to send me, we can do the money, and I can send it to you, and, you have to pay for the shipping, of course, but, some people don't have these things, and I know a lot of people didn't used to be years ago. You could not find them, like Dollar Tree don't exist, like out in the Midwest, a lot of those places, and that's where I hooked up with a lady that's out of Louisiana, but she would go buy stuff for people and send it to them. That was one of her biggest businesses, which she got so big, she actually was able to open a store, and that's pretty big, to do a business selling Dollar Tree stuff, to shop for people, because they don't have it. We can get those little trees here too. Okay, great. Okay, that's awesome. There's kind of, I don't know how long these are. These are, the box is a lot longer, but not really. Looks like it's a lot longer. Well, I was going to tell you the dimensions on this one, but I may not. Surely to goodness. Well, they don't give me it on the box. It really don't. Seasonal goods, Christmas house, established 1996. That was a rough year. That was a rough year. 97 is when I met my son's father. So, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to put zip ties around them and put them together, okay? That's how we're going to do it. And then here in the middle, when we get done, we'll put us a big bow and all the stuff, and you'll never notice. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing, girl? Y'all, if y'all say hey and I missed your comment, one, Facebook don't show us all the comments, for one, and then two, I'm not always looking at you, so I apologize. But yes, hey, girl, how are you today? It's hot here is all I know. That's all I know. And y'all, let me tell y'all what. Y'all know I just bought these scissors. the other day, literally, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? And I swear I went to cut ribbon the other day, and it did not want to cut. I'm like, oh no, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna send them a letter. Because I didn't throw the wrapping thing away. I guess I could do like the other person did with the rotary knives and just put it back in the, buy me another one, put the other one in there, and go get my money and get another pair or something. Swap it out. Y'all, people are crazy. Ain't nothing nobody won't do these days. Alright, so I'm zip tying these together, and we're gonna try to do it as tight as we can. Get them like you want them to lay, where you do that zip tie. Super, super tight. Super, super. And y'all, these will break and they will bend in half. Doing good, good. Yeah, right for a Monday. I do want to let y'all know, tomorrow's, I gotta go to that funeral, so I won't be on tomorrow. I've got an hour and a half drive, which ain't far. They ain't far. But, they're here. They're South Alabama. And, funeral's at 11. So, then, I'm sure we'll be there several hours. God knows how long. Okay. Which, Okay, so anyway, moving right along. Back to our happy days. Happy thoughts. Alright, so we're just going to open this up like you would a normal tree or whatever. And I've got some greenery from another tree, limbs that I was going to put together for doing the same kind of thing from the old Christmas trees. And y'all don't throw away your Christmas trees. Y'all seen what we did with our flocked one. That turned out so pretty. I'm so excited. And I get to take that to my cousin tomorrow. The owl wreath. I get to take that one to her tomorrow. And it's actually her sister who lost a son. And so, anyway. So I get to take that one to her tomorrow. Not that that's a great thing, but, it's a thing. Save her about $30 on shipping, probably, for real. But, I hate the occasion, Anyway. Y'all owls bring bad luck. I don't know if y'all know that. And my sister-in-law would love, I really like owls too, but now I know they're a bad omen. I really don't do too much of it, but Okay, so this end that's really long, you can leave it or you can bend it and make it just kind of, but we're going to leave it long for right this minute. Hey, Dora, how are you, lady? Thank y'all for being here. Y'all be sure to check out my next reel that I just posted. It's football, but y'all please, please pass it around a little bit and let others know about it. And I don't know. We'll see how that Reels program thing works out for me. We'll see. But yes, if y'all can and like it and also, just comment. Just say, hey, beautiful. Just something. Sweet, something. All that little bit of stuff, y'all, it helps, and it helps Facebook show it to more people. So, and that's like our live. That's anything we post. The more y'all comment and talk back and forth and chatter and even comment on other people's, reactions or, good reactions. I don't mean starting up, just say, oh yeah, isn't it, like somebody writes pretty. Isn't it though? Just comment on somebody else's comment once in a while. Because that helps. That looks like hair, but it's plastic, obviously. But, that all brings, thank you so much. That brings a lot of, the more people that do all the things, the more reactions, the more comments, even comment to other people, it just makes Facebook show it to more and more people. And so I appreciate everything y'all have done thus far. So thank y'all. And we'll move right along. I don't know. Facebook is flagging a lot of people for a lot of different things, and so I have to be careful with what I even say to y'all on here. About that, about the SHAREs and hanging the wreath on the door. We have to be careful because they're like, I've been really looking at a lot of the do's and don'ts because they're like, okay, you're up for the reels, and they're like, well, we don't know. You might be your reels have been taken away, and then they're like, you're good, you're set up. I'm like, well, which is it? It's so confusing, y'all. But there's so many do's and don'ts. Okay, now, one thing I wasn't thinking about, so let me, okay, where we zip tied, I got another piece I'm going to zip tie right here that's up into the tree just a little bit. I forgot we got to make one side flat. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking about that, y'all. But let me zip tie 2 more locations on it. That way it'll help hold it down and it'll keep it from breaking because these little barrels that they're put together with, they're a lot like aluminum, if you will. I want my zip ties to be up on my frame, on my design. That way it's not on the table or wherever somebody's going to hang it. And we're going to put some glue on it. Y'all know me. But, alright. So I'm doing those that's kind of in the center of that next little section of the tree, and that'll help it stay in place a little bit better, maybe. So, yeah, I need to get my nails done. I texted my girl a while ago. I was like, if you can, which I know she probably don't want to. I don't know if they're off on Mondays or not. I want to say they don't, but they probably do. Anywho, where's my wire cutters? I'm like, girl, pay extras. I'll watch. Oh, you're good, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Listen, watch the replay. Post this to your page, which you said you did. You sprinkled it, so I appreciate you. Look, thank you. Yes, you can't watch it all. I get you, girl. Everybody got something to do, especially these days. But yes, even on the replays, y'all, it adds up. It's watch time. Any kind of watching, it all adds up. So if you can't watch it all, or you're busy, just cut it down and carry on. Just leave it playing. Leave it playing in the background. I do that a lot. Y'all, I fall asleep to people's lives. I mean, you know, it gets late. Okay. So, but no, you're good. I got you. Yeah, if you can't watch it all, Lord, I mean, I know. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring the bottom pieces up into the design a little bit more, and that way we can make our bottom flat. But I'm keeping in mind about my zip ties there, because like I said, I don't want them on the bottom because I don't want them scratching someone's table or their door, depending on how they want to hang it. And so, we are going to come down and forward a little bit right in here. And that's another thing, y'all. You can twist these together and kind of wrap it around each other on the limbs. I just want to make sure I get it kind of even on both sides, because sometimes I've had to go back and twist them around. But like I said, I think I'm going to add some of the green in here just to give it a little bit more, you know, because I don't have no white. But you could add your block tree to it. That would be so pretty. And like I said, I'm going to leave those ends alone for the moment until I see how else everything's going to go. And so you can go back and forth and kind of, you know, twist them together a little bit, and it kind of just do either or whatever suits your heart. You know, I don't want to do too many though. But we're going to come up with them. All right, so we're going to make sure that's laying flat. Y'all let me know if y'all can't see sometimes. Thank you, girl. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all all. And all the little things. It makes a big difference. It really does. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you got to feed your family at some point. And I'm trying to get back into my groove, and, you know, there's going to be days, y'all. There's going to be days. All right, so just trying to make sure that all looks like it's laying down good. Now, you could go through here and you could do some E6000 even, but that's not really necessary, I don't think. But, you know, if you felt like you want to. Because that zip tie's going to hold it. All right, so let me see what we think about our green. So this is an old Christmas tree, okay? And I'm thinking about taking some of these branches and kind of just wrapping them into the other. So let me cut these off. And had I thought about this in time, would I have already had these cut off? Maybe. Maybe. But obviously I didn't think of time because I didn't get up in time. Y'all just threw this together a while ago. I couldn't find my stuff I just bought from Dollar Tree. I'm like, where is that? Yeah, Dollar Tree. I'm like, where's my stuff? Yeah, in that basket, Samantha. I bought a basket while I was there, which is a good thing to buy, because then you just put all your stuff in it instead of taking their basket around. Just buy you another basket, because y'all, it's like another bin, you know. So y'all be sure to sprinkle this out there, hang a wreath on the dogs. And if you are on replay, remember you can still do all the things. So I appreciate it. All right. Now, I've got two of these out. And these are some of the smaller branches, obviously, that go toward the top as your tree gets smaller. But you can use the bottom a little longer. But when you're doing these little trees like this from the Dollar Tree, you don't really want, I don't want the great long ones. You know, you don't want it way bigger unless you're going for bigger, you know. And just use the white toward the top of your swag. That's fine too. But we're just looking to add a little thickness to it. This ain't gonna be long to do all this, I don't think. We're gonna make a bow. I started to work on my bows the other day, and I hadn't been in here all weekend, y'all. So, I did want to work on, I know somebody was asking the other day, and I think it was Pam, was asking, and it may not have been her. Anyway, was asking what a tree topper bow looked like. I think it was, but anyway, the tree topper bow is just a big loopy bow that they put on the top of the tree instead of like an angel or whatever, you know, instead of a decoration. they're adding a big bow on the top of their trees. And it's just got a bunch of loops. Then the stringers that come down the tree, you just, create those however long the tree is. So if they got a 9-foot tree, then you got to make sure they got enough of that to go to the end. So if you're making these kind of designs, you got to keep that in mind as far as the tree topper bows go, because they got to have enough to string down their tree. And then they got to have enough to tuck in there. So you'd probably actually on a 9-foot tree, you'd probably give them like 11 or 12 feet of material to come down on it. That's one reason tree topper bows are not very cheap, because you got to buy all that ribbon. And if they've got a short tree, then of course it's not that much. But if you tuck them in like a lot of people do, or you rope it around, then that's going to take up more feet, and inches to feet. And so I seen one lady. She is here now. No, she's not. She's in North Carolina. She did a tree, and it's very pretty. She did a bunch of like fancy bows, and all. It was just so pretty when she got done. And I seen her the other night showing it. And I didn't watch the whole process. I seen her starting it, and I seen her finished it. So, getting clean, girl. No. I have to lay back down. You know how depression gets you, girl. Depression will make you sleep, make you do all the things you don't need to do excessively. So, man, it's just been a rough, that time of year when we lost so many. And here we go again, and like, dang. Right here at the holidays, it's so hard. It's even harder. But no, I ain't cleaning. I have tried to cook, and my old man ain't liked my cooking in 2 days. So tell me I forgot how to cook. Okay. So I don't have to cook tonight, because I ain't going. I'm not gonna waste my time. It is so hot. It's so hot. And that stove, it's a gas stove. It's 1,000 degrees in there. So no, if you ain't gonna eat it, I ain't cooking it. If you don't like it, then I ain't gonna, dang well I ain't gonna cook. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. So there's been issues, and okay, so I'm gonna try to twist my end into the other. That'll be the best. Okay, so I just twisted the bottom of this into and around the white. So I'm just taking the very tip and just tying it around. It's metal. So, and this metal in this green is a lot stronger than the metal on the white. So, and I don't know. These are all different lengths. So you want to do the smaller as you go up. Oop, these little things poke. Oh, let's see. Okay, trying to see which end I cut, because you want to keep the cut in toward the base of the swag. Okay. Hot here too. Hey, Carol, my air conditioner keeps turning on. Well, I need to turn my air on. I really do, but he's in there freezing. I got up and he had the heat on. I opened the door, and I'm like, dang, it's hotter outside than it is in the house. Or as hot, really. It was almost as hot outside as it is inside, for real. I can't breathe when it's so hot, y'all. It is so hot, it is just miserable. I'm like, is it summer again? Y'all, I know we're doing a global warming thing, but this is a bit ridiculous. Can we stop now? Can we stop now? I'm always here. Thank you, Sally. You're so sweet. Some things you just got to go through. I appreciate you. I really, really, really do. Bobby Sue reached out a while ago and asked me how it was, and I'm like, well, let's go live. She's been all over. She's been up to Kentucky, to the Tennessee, Sevierville, and y'all, those are just so many memories right there, because that's my son's father's up. He was from Tennessee, and then before I met his father, my ex, always, anytime we vacationed, he wanted to go to the mountains, so that's where we went. So, just like many memories, thanks, if I can talk. Many memories. It's pouring rain. I don't know. Well, Michelle said it was pouring rain in Texas, and they're obviously to the west of me. They're a little ways away. They're quite a ways away, actually. All right. So I'm just trying to this is just going to help fill in some of that emptiness in this tree. So how you doing, Carol? I love that chair, girl. That chair looked cool. Have you got it yet? Have you gotten that chair yet? She sent me a picture of the chair like this one that I'm sitting in, but hers was, I think it's pink, white, and gray. It's camouflagey looking. and it's got a little piece that you pull out that you put your feet on. You know, you got a footrest on it. Because I was laughing about it the other day when she was telling me, you know, it was like we're going to craft and lay back and fall asleep. Hey, Jenna, got us a new one. How are you? Where are you from? Get it next week. Oh, girl, I want to know how comfortable. I mean, the little stool on, the little pull-out foot thing, you know, ain't that big, but I mean, you know, hey. I didn't see a price and I didn't look them up. I don't know what you gave for it. I don't remember if you told me or not. I don't recall, though. I don't recall the price if you told me. I think, oh yeah, you did. You said 150. South California. Well, girl, just told us in Texas it's raining. Is it raining there on you? I'm on the east side of Birmingham, y'all. If you don't already know me, I'm on the east side of Birmingham. I'm about 10 minutes from downtown. I'm about 20 minutes from the Talladega Super Speedway. So, that's where I reside. These are for sale. This one is for sale. And if you want something particular, please message me through the messenger on my page, because I don't always see these messages. I don't always see your comments. And if you do comment, sometimes I don't see them because Facebook filters them, but I do see a lot of them. But there's many times I'm like, dang, because I go back after the replays and I go back through as soon as I can and make sure, you know, say hey and thank you for being here and all the things. And so, but yeah, message me from the page. If you're on replay and you still want something, please message me again from the page at Bella Reese Designs. It'll say message, and then when you message me, it'll alert me. So, we're making a swag right now. These can be put, it's raining. Yeah, I thought it said something different. I'm reading it twice, Jenna. Hold on, it's a hot mess around here. Bobby got Robert a chair like that. Did you? It's blue, he likes it. Okay, Carol said hers got a footstool on it. Does yours? This one don't have a footstool. This is actually a gamer's chair, which, I mean, those are too. But, yeah, Carol was asking me the other day if this was a gamer's chair. I'm like, yeah, this is a gamer's desk, even. You know, it's got all these plugs and stuff where you can plug up your computers, and it's got the little spot right here. I put my phone right there, and it'll charge my phone. I love it. I do love the desk. I wish it was a little bit bigger, though. You know, you can't never have a big enough desk, y'all. There goes something before. It ain't never big enough, y'all. Right? You can always, it needs to be bigger. Yeah, hers is pink, white, and gray, if I remember right. I forget where she said she found it. Where did you find yours, Carol? I can't remember. No footstool. Yeah, I might not have a footstool either. Bobby said Carol got her a wash machine and dryer the other day, and she said that it made music when it was done. It's played music. Your back reclines. Mine don't recline. And the massage. Oh, you got all the works on it, Carol. You got machines that's whistling and singing Dixie to you when it's done. You got a massage chair. No, y'all, if I had all that, I'd be asleep. I'd never get up. We'd never get no crafting done. Look, I'm late as it is. If I wasn't late, y'all know, if I'm on time, there's a problem. Oh, I guess you got it from Walmart.com, didn't you? I don't think I've ever seen any in the store. That don't mean there ain't, you know. But I don't think I've ever seen any of mine. But the .coms, y'all. You know, if you buy something at Walmart and you look up the prices and such, and say it's at your store, but then you see it on their .com for cheaper, they're supposed to give you that .com price cheaper too. I don't know if y'all probably know that, but there may be somebody who don't. So I can get that twisted around like I want it. Y'all, my hands have been killing me. I guess it's the weather though. My hands have hurt me so bad. I think my knuckles, I just about can't move. Thanks, I'm alright. It's Monday. It's Monday what? Monday what? Monday. It's Monday is your surgery. Okay, yes. I wondered if that's why y'all kind of went on a little footstool. Good gravy. If y'all went on a little ride, a little trip, 5 inches thick. Wow. Now, mine ain't 5 inches thick. I'm trying to see what y'all saying to each other. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. I'll keep my, I guess that's I don't know what that's a picture of. Oh, your fingers crossed. I got you. Yeah, Sally. For Bobby Sue. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine, I'm sure. But I love that cabin, Bobby Sue. That was so pretty. I love the mountains up there in Kentucky. I was like, dang, you can see the whole town. The whole town. I mean, that was weird. That was cool. That was not wicked. That was cool. That was very cool. I've never been that far up. I've never been. I've been on the Tennessee Kentucky line to eat catfish. I lived in Gallatin, and I think it was like 30 minutes to Kentucky. And Gallatin and Hendersonville are just neighbors to each other, but from where we were in Gallatin, it probably wasn't a good 30 minutes to the fish house, which was in Kentucky. And I don't remember the name of it, but it's good. But then I've been Kentucky, Tennessee, on the line, Perry, Kentucky, Perry, Tennessee. But I heard the other day, I seen somebody say Paris, Kentucky, so I'm assuming those are, you know, Paris, Tennessee, and Paris, Kentucky, because it is on the line. That's why we went, yeah, I figured. So, girl, I don't blame you. Where's Melantone? Are you home yet? Y'all, I'm sitting here sweating. I don't know if y'all can see it going down my face. I mean, I'm sweating. It is so ungoshly hot. Y'all, that's one reason I didn't even bother about with makeup or look. I barely put some eyebrows on. I'm just wrapping these around, y'all. Just trying to wrap them around. We ain't got a few more. But see how that's making that a little bit fuller where you don't see straight through it, you know? So that's all I'm doing that. And, you know, make it a little bit mix. Let's see. Let me come the other way. Let's see. Let's come back over here. I've heard Melantone, and I can't remember where that was, and I know I said that on the message or back to you. But I'm glad you got away. I figured, I mean, I you know, only made good sense to me. I don't want to do that on the back, because then you're gonna see that. I'm glad I did that. Okay, so don't come from the back trying to wrap that. See how there's no greenery showing on the back as far as where I rope it? So I was gonna rope that from there, but I'm gonna turn it back around, and I'm gonna pull it up and wrap it. For whatever reason, it's not showing it like you would think it would, I guess, because I'm bringing it up the stock a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That's what it's doing. And you want to get it kind of snug as you can on there, y'all. Some of them's a little easy, you know, some of these wires are really thick. It makes it a bit thick. Yeah, it does. It gives it, because it's very sparse. I mean, it's $1 tree, y'all, $1.25. 5-quarter tree. It's a 5-quarter tree. But, you know, for real. And I've done some before out of these. And I don't think I added anything to it. I don't think. I can't remember. I did add, no. Yes. I don't know. I actually still have it. I put like apple pig. I had a pig, a green pig, like this kind of pig I took apart. And I just put the whole thing on it and zip tied it all together. But I didn't want this on there because it's so heavy, because it's that big Christmas tree piece. I don't think Robert's chair is fine. I know this one ain't. This one is probably probably about 2, maybe 3 when it began. But it's a good 3-inch. But it's very comfortable. Although I'm stuck to it right now because I'm sweating my butt slapped to the thing. I am drenched. My clothes are soaking wet. I'm not even kidding. I am soaking wet. I'm so hot. It's like, what's the temperature in Alabama, girl? I don't even know. I meant to look before I came live, and I didn't, and I was trying to hurry. Trying to hurry. Name of my life, hurry. Hurry. That should be my middle name, hurry. Sam, I am in a hurry. Yes. That's just, y'all, I ain't never. Ever since I had a kid, I've never been on time for anything. And I mean, you know, even with him growing and all, I'm still late. I guess I got in a good routine of being late everywhere I go. So I think good. Thank you, Bobby Sue. Y'all home yet? I don't know if you answered me. I didn't see it. I was asking where Menentone was. I didn't see that either. I'm thinking Menentone was like South Alabama-ish, but I'm not positive. I can't remember. I kind of think it's out toward Bessemer. For some reason, that's what's in my brain is Bessemer. But I don't think you'd be that direction. But what do I know? You've been all over the country. You've been everywhere. You've been everywhere. I'm trying to see what it is. I do love making these, though. I do love making swags. I think they're just so pretty. They're so versatile, y'all. They're just so versatile. Versatile. Let's bring this up here. Yeah, you had everybody and their mama on your page looking at all your vacation spots this weekend. Now, these are kind of long, more than I wanted it to be, but I don't know. We'll just do it like that. Okay, let's see. I I want to bring some of white back up into the top a little bit, you know. So you can cross, that's where you need to cross them back and forth, is get your green under a little bit, maybe, and kind of rope those others around, you know, and crisscross it a little bit. That way it kind of helps hold it together. You can run in here. We're about 3 hours. Okay, where's Minnetonka then? That must, you're way up north then. You're up above me already, I guess. Where was Minnetonka? I want to look that up. It's driving me crazy. Like, I can't remember. I want to say Bessemer because I had to go to the IRS building one day. I want to say that was considered Bessemer. Oh, y'all, I'm in a towel. Where's that towel? Y'all, sweatsing. I say sweatsing because Kimberly, my stepdaughter, her second oldest, she talked so British when she was little. And she said, gee, hold on. Excuse me. She said, gee, mama, I sweatsing. She told her mama one day, oh, y'all, I got pieces right here. I thought I was almost out. She told her mama one day, y'all, I'm so, my butt's wet. She said, I'm sorry, mommy, but your box is empty. I don't know, she's checking the mailbox or something. Sorry, mommy, but your box is empty. Katie's gonna be my valedictorian. She smarts like that. She's a very smart girl. What? Shining nanny, you ate dripping. What? Are you okay, Sally? Sally, you've been drinking again. What are you trying to say? Dripping. Nanny, you ate dripping. You are. Shiny, nanny, you are dripping. That's probably what you're saying. I'm shiny. Y'all get so hot I cannot breathe. It's just so hot. It's so hot. I'm going up here with this little bit of a long one, but I'm going to let it go like right up the tree up here where it goes lengthwise. And so add a little bit of thickness to the ends of it a little bit. Excuse me, y'all. It's so hot. It gets so hot. What is shinshi? I don't know. Is that Japanese or something? Is my grandson? Oh, dripping. You are dripping. Shining is my grandson. Girl, you talking foreign language to me. Look. Look, Sally. Don't make things more difficult. Look, Samantha is not really even awake. Samantha's just here still sleeping. Samantha's asleep. Leave a message. Y'all, I'm slow. Some days I'll be slower. Some days. Someday. Okay. Got 2 more pieces and then we're done. Might as well use it all, right? Wow. Let's see. I do love these. Y'all, I swept this room up the other day after I got done with all them fall wreaths, and we was doing that, like the burlap, you know, and I was taking it pieces apart, and I had stuff all over. I bet it was 1 inch deep of stuff in this floor. I was like, dang. Boy, when I make a mess, I make a mess. All right, and I'm just going to twirl that around the end. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I looped it around this very long piece. Okay. So bring it around. Don't rope it, nor twist it. I don't know what you meant. Is that his name or something? I don't know. You knew. Okay. I'm just twisting that around the end, and that'll help hold that together. Here's the back. Okay. You really can't see where I twisted those around except where I pulled some of the green on the back, you know what I'm saying? Intentionally. But, both of there to make sure we got them tight. You got one poke right there. I want to pull that back around. Oh, most of these you can't even see. I got the green around it. It's funny. I try to make sure that the little points to the ones we added in are not like on the back side. Now, when you get through, you can take. I think I took a wooden measure tape or a paint stick even, and I think I hot glue. I put felt around the paint stick. I put felt around the paint stick, and then I glued it and strapped it to the bottom of this so it'd be nice looking and finished instead of seeing all that. And that way, when they sat it down on their table, hey Ann, good. How'd everything go, girl? You just in time for something else, and I'll see you tomorrow, I reckon. I guess. No, I don't want to talk about it on here, you know, really. I mean, but as far as detail, of course. But okay, so she's my cousin from down there in South Alabama-ish. They're in Alex City. For those of you who know, they're down 280. Yeah, but are you okay? Okay, you're okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna assume you meant you're okay from the hospital. Everything went well. I hope so. Bobby Sue got to have her shoulder surgery Monday, the 14th. Yeah. Smell the spark. What's the temperature here, Ann? I don't even know. I just know it's hot. Hot. All right. So now, what we're going to do. Okay, I wanted to see how this was going to look. I don't know if I want these. They're kind of big. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be a little too big. That's way too big. These are way too big. I'd have to cut some of that off. We could piece it in, but... See, I was going to take these and make a swag like that. You know what I mean? So I don't really like that. I don't really like that. It's a little too big. It's a little too much. A little too much. Okay, let me look at these. These I got here. These I got from the Walmart right here. Okay, and these will be perfect. These are a little smaller. Okay, and this will be pretty. So these are like the size of my hand. Them are, you know, like 12 wide. So, and these were $1.28 from Walmart. Okay, and it's got the little red pine cones and all that stuff. And we're just going to leave it like that. We're going to stick it in there. So, I'm going to lay it on here and see how I like it. See how he likes it. Now, I did buy this because I got the candy cane stuff out the she shed I want to bring in. I got the flowers. You could put that. We could put one of these on there. We could put this in the center even. I got two of these, I think. No, I just got one. Well, I think, well, you put it in the center. This will be pretty. All right. Gotta figure out which way goes which. Okay, the wire, there's a piece of wire on the back, okay, and that's why I was trying to get right, so you know, it's kind of smushed and all that, but yeah, you can actually bend your leaves to look however you wanted. You could make these, y'all. That's just material with a piece of wire straight down the back, okay, and they took fabric and then put little balls around the edges. You could do that, and it's all on a stem that's, you know, like take you some thicker wire, like 22 gauge or something, and then, let me cut this off, and then, those are pretty, yes. But yeah, you can make these right here. These would be kind of easier to make than some of this stuff that, you know, is a little harder to put together. But just take you a thick wire, and put each limb on its own wire. And then when you like, they got the jingle bells in the middle, you can do that, or you can do whatever. And then you put all of them on its own wire, and then you pull it together, and you twist it all together, and then they go around it with that red, like floral tape. And then they got it binded together with an alligator clip, which we'll be cutting that off. We'll be just gluing this straight in, you know. So you can make this for a little of nothing. The most expensive thing on here is probably the ball. And actually, that looks like, I'm sure it's already pre-made, but it looks like they took, my fingernails cut. It looks like almost, I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, see right here where it's curled right there? Right here where it's got all them little loops, and then it's like they pulled the stitching out and made it fuzzy. That's what that looks like. Is actually they took a small thread and then pulled these little loops and made it look like little balls, but it's actually like they pulled the material to make it fuzzy. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. That's what I mean. Alright, let's say they got some that's a little longer, then they got some that looks a little shorter. Okay. Like they got the longer leaves on the bottom, maybe. My nail, I must have a rough place under there. My nails needed to be done. I needed to go get my nails done today, and I'm like, no, I need to go live. Take the super glue with me just in case. Okay. Oh, you can see where they banded it together. You can see where they banded it together right there in the center. Let me see if it shows. You like those bugs? See, I do too. I do too. I think they're really pretty. Y'all, there's a big delay. Hold on. Let's see if I can show y'all right there where they got all that together. Yeah. I was trying to wait for it to see if I can, where y'all can see it. But you see all the little pieces coming off. So that's how they stuck it together. So just pull it back up a little bit where you don't see all that, you know. But it's like they got different leaves, like different sizes. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Is get, because there's, excuse me, you can tell, like the shorter one goes in between. I'm trying to get it to look right. Trying to get it to look right, y'all. OCD much? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. So we'll try, maybe we'll put that in the center. Okay, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Alright, then we got another red right here. And again, anytime you get these picks, y'all, you want to fluff them out, pull them around. You can move them, you can, you know, adjust them, you can pull them down, you can pull them up, however you want to do it. I'm trying to be careful I don't tear it up. Because I will. Because I will. And glitter's falling all over me. Yes, I'm sweating and glitter will be stuck everywhere. So, you can do that however which way that you would like. You know, you can pull it back together, you can leave it all, you know, apart. And I just kind of want to, I want to see the what's the word? The dimension of it. Okay. So, let's put that there on this end. Let's pull this one. And that kind of looks pretty together even. I mean, it doesn't either way. It's just whatever you prefer. But I'm going to kind of separate it just a little bit. Although I don't want the pine cone coming way up. Wish that one did. I don't know. Okay. Good gracious. Now I do have these little picks. Now you can take these apart even. And these right here, that's going to go with my candy cane theme, I believe. And then I've got the red and white, which we could put a few pieces of that into this one. Maybe we'll put some white in there. Let's put some white in. Let's save these to go into the candy cane design that I got. Alright. These were $1.98. And that's just wire with material around it. And then flocked. Some of these things a lot of people make. I've tried to make some, not this particular thing, but I've tried to make like candy cane looking picks, and y'all, I just don't never feel like it looks good enough. The dog came in, barked and cried and left. What? I'm back. Okay. I'm back, sweet. Oh. Called you sweetheart. And then down the street, the neighbor's dog came and barked and cried, all for a doggy treat. Hey Pam, I didn't see you on there, girl. I'm sorry, I missed you. How you doing? This is a Dollar Tree white Christmas tree that we used. There's two of them. We just tied in some green pieces off of an old Christmas tree. And we banded it together. And then I'm just getting my little red pieces together right here on the edge. This is what it looks like thus far. Those are just sitting in there for the time being. See how that one looks on that end? How that one looks on that end? That flower will look really pretty in there. And then we'll just put some of these kind of around. Now, before we do this, we need to put our bow. Wow, I need to put a bow on beside the, maybe I need to put a bow. We do two small little loops. Since that's going to take the center, we don't need our big loopy bow in the center. Thank you. I appreciate that. He's 16. Oh, yes, I bet. I bet you do. Hey, why not? They're like babies. Dogs are just like our little babies. Okay, so with that being said, let's see. I just kind of got that green sticking up there to hold my pick in place, so that's what I'm doing on that. But I guess I could put maybe I should put a loop or a little bow or something. Maybe we could go loop-de-loop that way. Y'all, my nail, I got something, I guess it's got a hanger or something. Imagine, y'all, my nails are way beyond due of getting done. Do not look at my nails, they're very embarrassing. Everybody. Oh, I should have went this morning. I should have got on, I don't know. I didn't wake up till noon. Okay, let me get all my little stickers together, my prices, because that's how I do my price points. I'm gonna keep all my stickers together. They'll go in my notebook. My notebook here in a minute. Back that up. Alright, I did find the other sticker that I missed or lost the other day on that price. It wound up going up under my big table over here. I'm like, of course it did. So, y'all, I'm so hot. My poor chair sweats. Y'all think I'm kidding about this heat. Oh gosh. Whew. Sorry, y'all. Smell like I get up. Yes, I got the fan on high as it'll go. Oh, there was another green piece of drop. Let me add it in. I don't want one random piece sitting here. You know? I'll roll it off. I don't want just glitter all over my butt either. Not really. Not today, please. Alright, so let's stick this one back in there because it fell on the floor. Just like that. Just like that. I have any color here. No, that one looks good. Let's wrap it around here. I tried to take that cut in from the tree and put it toward the base so it don't have that sharp edge on the outside of it. Now I'm trying to figure out what I need to do about my bow. Any suggestions? Y'all think I ought to put, like, maybe I should do them a little, I don't know if I should make a little one for the ends, because I was going to rope my ribbon through the tree, okay? I mean, through the tree. Yeah, through the swag. Y'all, these things got, let me move these. I'm going to wide up, put that stick in my eyeball. Okay. Okay, and I love this ribbon. I don't know where I got it, probably in a barbecue store. That or D-stash. So, let's see how these scissors do today. I was mad and I'm like, no, these are not already messed up. You know, I forget. I think it was a thicker ribbon I was trying to cut. But, alright, so let's pull our pick back out for just a minute. So what I normally like to do is tie my ribbon in and just cross, you know, use your branches, you know, use your branches to tie it in however you want to do it. I think we're coming out just a little longer. Man, right there, we want it about the same. I want it about the same as the length of my bush here. And say as you do this little number right here, you cross stuff in, that's going to keep those together too as far as your trees. Get your trees. It's not going to come apart. But that's what I was kind of looking for, is to do that. Now we can come out and come around the loops over here. Just a loopity-loop through it. Let's see. And our pigs are going to cover some of this up. And then if I do a smaller bow, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this coming outside. We'll see. We'll see. We'll put it back on there and see how we like it. Like our decorations and such. Yeah. You ain't gonna know if you don't try. I'll let it go on both sides of that. There we go. Okay. I don't want it too big. Sometimes I get them too big. It's just a preference. But you want it, you know, you got a small design, so, you know, I have to be careful if I get too big. Try to keep up with what side's the outside of my ribbon too, so. Do y'all like that? Do y'all like this? I don't know. I don't know if I like it that loopity. I don't know if I like it that loopity. Let's see what this looks like. It is so delayed. I'm waiting to see it myself. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if I like the loop. I don't like it like I want, like it is in my head. You know what I mean? I don't really care for that. I don't really care for that one. I don't. I'm thinking about maybe we do a bow on each side or something. What does that sound like? I don't know how small of a bow I can make on the Regina bow. I may have to do it on my pro bow. I mean my regular bow maker. I mean it makes itty bitty bows on that bow maker, by the way. I mean it makes hair bows. You know, for real. And I tagged a bunch of y'all on her page, on Regina's page, because she's having a giveaway. So I did tag a bunch of y'all in that may be interested in a bow maker. And if you are, then yay. If you're not, that's okay. But just so you know, I did tag y'all on her page on the giveaway thing. And it's Regina, and I forget if it's on it. I forget the group name, and I'm sorry. She just started it. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Let's pull this. Come out with a longer tail. Hold on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Good to go. Okay. Aim it toward me so I know what I'm doing. Y'all, my hands are just hurting, so it's taking me just another minute. But I wanted just to kind of loop one together real quick and see how we like it, if we like it. I want these to be just a little longer than the ones above it. The loops. Probably sounded a little weird. Wasn't explaining that very well, was it? Make sure where you twist it, you're holding it tight in that center, and that's what your bow maker does, is where you're trying to pinch it. That's what the bow maker is for. It holds it for you, so you're not sitting here trying to pinch it all together for yourself. Okay, now really, if I'd made another one right there in the center, I think I would like that better to make her, well, let's just do that then. Well, let's see. Come here. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's do this. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna use a little bow maker right fast. Okay. All right, let's see. So I'm thinking like okay, I guess I'm gonna go about a 7-inch tail. We can always cut that off a little bit. Let's do about 4, about a little over a 4, right at a 4-ish loop. I just cannot get it even on this little bow maker I got. I don't know if it's because I handmade this thing and maybe it don't sit right, you know what I'm saying, where I got the dowels. I don't know. I don't know. But it is throwing me off. Okay, I want to come smaller. That's a little after 4. That's right 4. I don't know. Y'all, I'm having to guess at my bow maker. I don't know. My loops just are not making the right size loops. And I think it's my dowels or something being off center of each other maybe, and then maybe the size of them or what, I don't know. Something's making it weird. Got to get that twist. That twist is what makes the difference in any bow, by the way. Because where that twist is, see, that's a lot longer right there. Okay. I just can't do it on this one. I do not. I'm just going to do the Regina. I'm just going to do the bow maker here. I just wanted to kind of do a quick one, but maybe I can do it quickish on here. We'll see. I can't promise anything. Can't promise anything, y'all. You can't make it. Yeah, the hodeness, that's the point of the bow makers. I mean, for real. Oh, and I did tell y'all what my problem was on this, I think. I think y'all was here the other night. And then, I swear, I seen her make another bow, and she did it just like I was doing it, which was the wrong way. But now, you know, I seen that other video the other day, and it said, don't do that to begin with. And I'm like, okay, make up my mind. Because the other way is what made me have a loop in the center of my bow when I got done. And there's nowhere to put that piece of wire because you've looped it around the top. So when you pull it out, you got that loop in the center. So, and also she says to start with about the same length of wire, about the same as your board, or about double or whatever. So just, you know, about at least the length. We're not making them real big, so let's just go with about the length of the board. You know, my hands, knee, all stuff. Okay. So, now, I was watching her do this again the other day. She's got her wire. Oh, that's way short. I cut that way short. We'll use that for our hand because we're gonna, what do you call it, helping hand, because that's gonna be a smaller knee. Oh no, I cut that way too short. Don't have to be that long because the bow's not that big, but I mean, I think a little longer than what I had. This ain't much longer, but it's something. Yeah, this wire, it's so thin and it's so raveled because of the way, of course, it's raveled up on the spool. It's hard to get a hold of. I don't think I got that one no longer. Okay, anyway, I'm moving right along. I'm still going with it. And now she did have her, she was measured by the ABCD and such. And then again, I seen her measure. So it's just however you want to do on your measurements. Now she had it like this. And I want to say she come behind it. And this is another thing, is roping it. She said, like, twist it around maybe two, three times is all that's really required. Then you're going to turn your good side of the bow, or the ribbon, good side of the ribbon. Make sure I got what side is the good side. Some ribbon is very hard to tell. So our good side is being turned to the board. You got a piece of wire going up and a piece of wire going down. Okay. And the most important thing too is to keep all your twists on the same piece when you stick this to it. Am I in the right direction? Yes. Okay. We're going to put our ribbon aimed. The wire is, the good ribbon is facing out because this is the top of your bow. Now, we're going to go across through that little cut first because that's what I didn't do right. Then go around. Okay. Oh, well, I pulled it right off because my hands are sticky and yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Then you're gonna come straight down. So you don't. That's another thing is I've got to learn to keep that tight and straight. Okay. Get my board up on the thing a little bit. Now. I'm trying to get my wire all in line right there on top of my ribbon. Alright, and you got a nail right here facing out. You're going to loop it around it. There we are. So it holds itself. That's the point, is it holds it to the wood. Now, you're going to do this number here. This right here is what matters the most, is where you're going to twist. Keep your finger right here. Well, she does her finger right there. It doesn't matter. Just when you do that twist, she says to gather it and kind of make it a pleat. So when you do have it, it's going to open that ribbon up to make it a better open up to a better poof of a loop, of a poofy loop, poofy loop, y'all, poofy loop. Find your words, Samantha. Now you can go around that however many times you want to. You can make it all the same size, but I don't want to. Okay, I got my twist right there. I got my thumb on it. And drop it down. Hold on, my ribbon's not flat. Okay. I think we're just gonna do it like this. Your twist has to stay right there on that same thing of wire. Okay. So gather it and twist. And I did want a center loop and I messed up and didn't do it. That's okay. Dang. Well, we just won't have one. Let's just do a 3 looper and be done. Let's see what a 3 loop looks like. I meant to do it with a center loop in the center. And I forgot. Okay, then this is going to be it. Alright, so we're going to take our helping wire, wherever I threw it at. I don't know what to do with it. What did I do with it? Oh, it was right there. Oh, it was right there. Well, Christ. Of course it's not. I'll find it after I cut this one. Oh, there it is on my computer. Okay, Sam, where did you get the square wreath maker? Rebecca. It's Regina Sellers, Provo the Hand. It's cheaper on Amazon because you don't have to pay for shipping. It's $50 for the board, and it comes with a ribbon holder over here, spill holder, and it's $50 for all of it. And there's no shipping because anything over $25 or whatever dollars, there is no shipping. Let me see. So sorry, Rebecca. Sorry. Is your husband a truck driver, or was, or is? I don't know. Guys asking Johnny about Johnny. I keep calling him Johnny. Gosh, y'all, I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know. He just reminds me of a Johnny. My bad. Okay, we don't need to twist that last one, do we? No. No, because that's going to be our loop out. Alright. Now I'm going to twist this around, help hold that down and in place. And you can do it once or twice loop. Tap your phone. Tap my phone? What's wrong with my phone? Tap my phone. What are you talking about? Tap my phone. Why? Your lips are moving. Yes? Yes. If it's behind, lagging, well, you can't do it because you're on live. You can't hear me? Oh, God. Y'all surely, yeah, y'all have heard me. Can y'all not hear me? You may need to go out and come back in. Everybody else has been hearing me, right? Y'all been hearing me? You can. Okay. I thought so because y'all been answering. We've been talking. I'm like, wait a minute. Rebecca, go out and come back in. Tap your phone, Rebecca. Rebecca, tap your phone. Can't hear you. But listen up. Can you hear me now? You can't hear. Can't hear you. Turn your volume up. Turn your phone up. Somebody tell her somebody tell her to go out and come back in and check her volume. I did hear you. Well, then there you go. What'd you have to do? A lot of times if you're on replay and the volume, like my talking gets out of whack with my lips, if you'll pause it or just go back 10 seconds, they've got the little clocks on each side of the pause button, go out, yeah. If you'll tap that backward spot, it'll catch back up and get back in line with our lips to the sound. Because I know that drives me nuts too when I'm listening to somebody. And so, I don't know what I'm doing with those are the wrong ones. But a lot of times they did get out of the talking and the sequence. Did you hear where I said to get the bow? I don't know if you heard that part because I was explaining. Alright, so we're going to undo this piece. We're going to undo this piece. Now you didn't have to do the helping hand because you only get the one wire. You could just undone this right here and tighten it all together. This wasn't necessary to do the helping hand, but I needed it till I got done so I could twist it all together. Okay, if you'll get the bow on, if you'll go bow maker, and see that right there is loose, so I didn't get that tightened up either, but we're gonna go with it. The bow is cheaper on Amazon because you don't have to pay for shipping. Because anything over $25 or $50, I forget which, is free shipping through Amazon. So it's cheaper on Amazon. And then but it's $50 and you get the board and the 3-peg ribbon holder. Okay, but Amazon was the cheapest. Even her website is probothehand.com. All right. Now, if you had a great big one of these, y'all, I got that stuck in there really good. So anyway, it just pops right out once you get done. Okay. Now I did want a center loop, but I forgot, so we don't have it. So anyway, all you gotta do is just turn your ribbon, pull your ribbons however you want them. And you could have left it in that order and it'd been like a sideways bow. Like, a lot of people make those talking about wreath square. The wreath square. Oh, the wreath frame? I thought you meant the bow maker. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Square wreath maker. You talking about the wreath frame? Damn, Sam. Talking about, look, don't be screaming at me. Okay, if you went to this Dollar Tree, they ain't, look, somebody come in there the other day, right as I got there, oh, we just sold the last 8 we had of the round ones. But the square frames, Rebecca, square frames, not a wreath maker. You're the wreath maker. I'm the wreath maker. I'm the wreath maker. The wreath frame that's square, go down to Dollar Tree and Family Dollar in Odenville. Good night, baby. Good night. I'm sorry I was late, but y'all, I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be back the next day. Y'all, I have wrote the wrong day, the wrong date. Y'all, I thought today was the 7th. I mean, yesterday was the 7th. I thought today was the 8th. I don't know, y'all. I cannot get it right. And I don't know if I like that bow either. As far as size-wise. Look, because I was going to put it right here. Like on the ends, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I can't make up my mind, y'all. Not sure what I want. I don't know. I don't know. And that actually should have been twisted, shouldn't it? I'm probably doing Regina no justice here with this bow maker today. Because I've done let it get too loose. I've let it loose. I should have had it a lot tighter. Yeah, I go to Odenville. Now, the other day I went to Odenville and they didn't have no round 14s. But okay, let me say they didn't. I got the last 3 they had, and I asked her if she had some more. She said, yeah, they've been putting stuff out all day, and if they, they'd probably be this weekend for they got the rest of them out. I said, I bet I'm here and I need them, and she says, yeah, they're cheap, ain't they? I said, that has nothing to do with it. The price has nothing to do with what I need. She was a little, what, and I was not happy about that, but, okay, let's do this. Let's just, we'll figure out our bow in a minute. Let me get my head straight again on this. Let me get my head straight. Because I'm not sure about my bows, because I really like it just like this, but it's got to have a bow. Everything got to have a bow. So I'm trying to decide what kind of size loop. We need a very little loop, don't we? I'm thinking we just need something, maybe between the two. Like between the, I don't know, this right here is starting to drive me nuts too, because, y'all, it's all driving me nuts. Short drive. So if I come right here and I put a loopy bow right in there, let's do a little something, hold on. Let's do a small loop for our center. Okay. And now this is slick ribbon. Y'all know what it means? It's slick. And so that doesn't help when you're trying to hold on to it. Actually, that makes it a little longer. My hands are hurting so bad. They really are. They really, really are. I cannot hold my hands. I can't hold it. I can't hold it. Let me put my center peg in. See if I can do it this way. Let's try it one more time. Okay, we don't need that long of a wire, which I done say because we're making a smallish bow. And I'm gonna try, I probably won't need a helping hand because that's probably what messed me up. Okay, let's see. Let's try it one more time. Okay. I don't know you caught that wire. Let's come down here. Gather it. Yeah, and those metal frames, if y'all hadn't never used them, they really did do a nice job. It made a very pretty wreath, which y'all may have seen the. Try to make sure it's long enough. The wire and all the things. I'm holding it up. Oh, I know what she does. She talks about gathering your ribbon. So this is what she does. And when she gathers it, then she's like, puts it in this hand. She says, put it in your left hand and then wrap your wire around it. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of how she was wrapping because that has a lot to do with it too. So 1, 2, okay. And then we're going to put this to the bow maker. Okay. Go across the cut first. Get your wire in there. You do want to come up about the middle of the finger, you know, with your ribbon. Okay. You can't have it down at the bottom and then it come off good. So then go around. Okay. Then tie down here. Snug. Put it out of the way. Now, do that. Come through here. That's my bed. I'm wondering about my tail because my tail won't go up there around my loop. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to think in my head what it should look like. I don't guess I need the tail up there. I should have done the tail at the very end. So let's do that. Let's cut this off. That's okay. Don't cut the wire in half. Okay. Which is again the same way you would still apply it. Okay. I just don't want the tail because I got the middle loop. Okay. So then we're going to twist. Crust. Y'all, my hands are hurting so bad. Welcome to hell. Arthritis, y'all. Come on. Hold on, because there's my wire down there at the bottom. What's it doing down there? Did I cut it? Let me make sure I didn't cut the wire. No, that's just my ending. Okay, my bad. I gotta make sure before you get all into it. Before you get all invested. I make this look more difficult, but that's just because my hands are hurting me so bad. And I'm sorry, because it's not difficult. We did 2 of them the other day, and it's just that my hands are so hurting. I don't know if we're expecting rain here, and that's another reason that they might be hurting as bad as they do, but they hurt. And this bow maker, you know, it's just, y'all, my whole hands hurt. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my tail. We're going to make our tail right here. And the way we're going to do that is when we do our twist. We'll come right here. We'll come around. Let's see, I do need my helping hand. Hold on. That's not my wire. I mean, that's my wire. That ain't my helping hand wire. I didn't cut a helping hand. Of course I didn't. Well, I'll have to tighten it all back up again. Be careful. I'm trying not to have to just do it all over. Alright. Come back where'd he go, Richard? Okay. Come in off the top, y'all, and through the center when you do your helping hand. Keep it to the right of the center peg here. Keep it to the right. Keep all that tight. That's another thing. Keep the bow maker in front of you. You have to put the whole stack on top of the stack itself or it won't do right as far as it'll be messed up. The thing is keep your stack where you twist all in line. You can't be shuffled back. My bow maker, I need to take this glass off when I use this. Okay, let me cut this off. Okay, and then I'm just going to loop this in there. This is going to be our tails. So we're going to add that straight in to our helping hand. And and twist that in. Well, you need to go in between the two pieces of wire. You need to go in between the two pieces of wire. I don't have it in there tight. That's another thing, y'all. I don't have it tight enough, and I can tell because it's moving. It's moving. What have I done? One, get this out of my way. Oh, Lord mercy, y'all. It's just one of them days. Days. Keep one wire on the bottom, one wire on the top. Okay, you gotta have them in between. Now, twist it. Come back. Now, dang it, that's about to make me mad. It's slick, I get. It is slick, slick ribbon. All around. Do the hokey pokey. Tie it in there tight. In the loop. It's slick ribbon. Now you want to push it all together tight. Again, make sure it's all tight as you can get it. Okay. Now I'm going to undo my nail. Undo this top. And that's nice. That's nice. I just pulled it out of the center and up. Okay. It's not good. Not good. What I'm going to do is put that back in the center. I'm going to twist it out. Oh, I cut it. Did I cut it? I cut it. That's what I did. I cut it when I first started, y'all. Y'all know. Awful little bit of a big boy. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong. Again, I think I cut it when I started. Was it this one I cut when I started? Engineer. Yeah, she does have a lot of videos that shows you all the steps, all nice and neat. Where Samantha makes it look so difficult, and it's really not. There's a process. And Samantha obviously doesn't know the process. Alright, then we're just going to cut that one in half. There's our two tails. Here's our ribbon, our bow. Here comes our center loop. We have the two sides. And like I said, there's a bow that you can buy. They're big, long side loops like this. And I think those are so cute as far as the big, because there's a lot of little petals to it when you buy them. Okay. Cut all this excess off. And I'm going to take a piece of ribbon, if I can find it, and we're going to put it right to the center. Well, no, we don't have to do that. I lied. Lord, I need to make two of those. Anyway, well, we may not put the ribbon on there today, y'all. Some of us tired. Okay, so better little picks. Maybe what I'll do is come a little closer. I'm coming in just one. Let's do that. I'll do it that way. I want to try to get them kind of the similars of the sames on each end is what I was trying to gather here for a second. So, I just, and that my do. I do. I had to make a photo later. Let me see. I need some, what do I need a 1 inch? It's gonna be red and white. Let me look real fast. I got red and green, blue, gold. Alright. The red and white I got is 2.5, which is a little big, I think, for that. Here's a similar red and white. This got real red, and I love this ribbon too. I don't know where. I think I got it from a lady that I de-stashed with, and I had a big old roll of it, and I love this ribbon. It's glitters. It's all glitter dots. So I love that. I think it's pretty. So, there's not a lot left. Not a lot left. I'm just thinking I need a little ribbon on each end. I really do. I don't want a lot. And we're going to do this by hand again. Let me see if I can do it this way. This ribbon's easier to deal with because it's not as slick. That slick ribbon gets to be a little pain in the bahunkatus. Making sure they're about the same length. And then I'm going to make a center loop. I'm going to cut it off. And zip tie. No, I don't think green and then white or clear or red or stuff. Golly, there went one flying through the room. Hit it with my nail. Went flying. Okay. I should have done that 2-looper, but that's okay. I mean, like a tails. I just did this by hand, so okay, it is what it is. All right, let's see. Let's make sure our loops are the same. I've got the center loop. I don't think I got none of my loops, my twists under my zip tie. I just don't think I do. You don't even have to have a tail for real, but we're going to put one because we're going to put it toward the end. Since we got one, we're going to use it toward the end. Turn our tail down the center of the end of the swag. See how that just didn't want to cut? I think it's something to do with up in here. Like it's right there where they're made, which is usually the sharpest point of the scissor. Okay, so I'm going to turn it that way. trying to get that to bend the way I want it to go so it'll sit right on that edge. And that actually is not that bad, but it's cute. Thank you, Pam. I like a smaller one, I think. I usually would make a big bow and set in the center. There it is by itself. Now I got it stuck in there. The tail needs to be straightened up. And you know, if you had two tails, yeah, you could go each way, but you'd still, you know, I think that's cute with it going down the center. Okay. I don't have the batteries for my lights. Or do I? Yes, I do. No, that's a lot. Not batteries. Okay, y'all. I'm going to leave it like that before I tie it in. Oh, let me do these. Let me see what these look like in there. I was going to do these on there. Then we're going to call it a day because I want to see about getting another small bag. My hands are hurting so bad today. I'm not even going to keep trying because it's just, it just hurts. But, I'm just taking I'm going to try to take these apart. I say I'm going to, but, you know, maybe I won't. Let me get a knife. Hold on. And all you have to do is glue this in is all you got to do, or you could zip tie it down or whatever, you know, what method ever you would like. I would do hot glue. I would probably hot glue my bow. You might want to wire that in. Okay. Y'all, these are like big bunch of zip tie, or like a bread tie. This is what they started with. See the end, it's just flat plastic with a wire through the center. So that's how they made these, and then they actually put the flocking on there. So, you know, you could add these however you wanted, and I would glue these in. And all I did was cut that right down the center and open that up, and then they're just stacked in there, okay? So, that's what I would do with these. And that would make it so pretty. Now, I do have lights I was going to add, but I don't have the battery, so I'm not going to. Thank you, Cynthia. How are you doing today, girl? I'm sorry my bow making was kind of crazy there. Or lack of the bow making. Y'all, my hands are hurting so bad. It's just, I guess, I don't know if it's supposed to rain here or not, but it's just, I know somebody said it was raining in Texas, and, you know, I'm in Alabama, and it's so hot. And, you know, I'm tired. I'm just tired. A lot going on. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all, please make sure y'all check out the reel. And please, you know, hit the likes and the comments and all the stuff if you don't mind. Appreciate you. Alright. And I just put these however, you know, random you wanted to put them in there. You could have left the whole thing whole if you wanted to. But it's the only one I have. So I don't want one big cluster of it myself. Not in this. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for being here. Where are you from? Do I know you? I know that name Bennett, but I had a daughter named Bennett, so I don't know if I've known you before. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all. You know, you can do these however, you know. I've got the green and red, but I didn't want the green. But, no, it's candy. What was it? No, I had red and white. But anyway, I just wanted to do the white to accent some of the white tree underneath that we started with from the Dollar Tree, y'all. And we added in the greenery pieces from an old Christmas tree that I just cut out and wired around. And wired it around some of the, so you can just put those around however you wanted, just to give a little, you know, pizzazz. You could add some color to it if you wanted. Now I would make another bow for this end, like this one. But I'll probably make a different kind of bow. I don't know yet. But with my hands hurting, I'm not going to sit here and keep y'all occupied when Samantha's having difficulty today. Technical difficulties. Good gravy at the glitters. All that glitters. Love glitter. Hate the mess. I'll tell you, I did see Regina. She did a really cool little trick with the glitter. She took like a clothing, the little brush, the little tapey stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love making swags. Like I said, you could put this on your table. You could put this hanging on your door. You could make this bend over and go around your mailbox, although I'd use a different. You could still do it. I don't know if I'd use the Christmas tree white piece because it's the bending, but you could make this very, you know, this could be made onto a mailbox swag. that would bend over your mailbox and not have that hard piece of the tree in there. Which, like I said, this is just like an aluminum kind of piece, so it's not that heavy duty. Thank you, Pam. Thank all of y'all. But yeah, she took the like the clothing type thingy-majig. Yeah, that thing. What do you call it, y'all? Mother don't know her words. Mother don't know nothing. But she took it and she would roll it all over her table and it'd pick up all the glitter. Pick all the glitter up. Y'all can't even think. I can't even think. Y'all know what I'm saying. The thing that you roll over your clothes, you get the dog hair and such for the lint roller. There we go, lint roller. What else does it do? It gets lint. That's what it's called, lint roller. But she does it over her table to get up all the glitter, which is a really good idea. So, okay. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all be sure to hit the reels and like them and all the things and all the time. SHARE, go hang a wreath on the doors and let everybody know about us. Thank y'all so much for being here. Welcome all my newbies. I did go back and read the messages, but if you are looking for a design, please message me through the page because I don't always see y'all's comments. Have a blessed day. I won't be here tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday. Love y'all. Thanks. Bye.